So the closer and closer we get to Marvel's upcoming What If, the more we're learning about many of the episode details, and the more we learn, the faster we realize that many of the big MCU actors will not be voicing their counterparts. Let's talk about why now, because there's interesting things that involve many of them. So the first thing I want to say, the argument of why don't they just get X right now and record the voices is stupid and completely does not make sense at all. And I think some people don't understand voice acting is like real acting and it takes time. And many of the actors are quite clearly not voice actors, and that shows in the latest trailers and spots for it. So it's not really the same. And just to give you an example of what I'm talking about, people are saying, well, why don't they get Benedict Cumberbatch to just re-record all the voices for Doctor Strange because it's clearly not him or it's clearly not Brie Larson? If that's your argument, then how exactly did they get Chadwick Boseman after his passing? They didn't, because voice acting has to be done so far in advance to match up to animation and lip syncing and all this. Again, people undermine animation, and I don't get it. Which brings me to the, I guess, controversy, as some people are talking about it. Yes, Brie Larson, Chris Evans, Benedict Cumberbatch will not be voicing their counterparts. Why? Well, one, it's issues with money. Two, it's prior obligations. At the time, they were doing certain projects, they weren't available to do the voice acting as well. I think that makes sense. I don't think I need to explain anything more than that. That's how animation works. I've seen some people say, well, why don't they just get the actors together in a voice room and have them do their scenes? Again, I think, and this isn't an insult, you're kind of showing that you don't understand animation. Actors almost never in animation share a room together. Many times they're doing the voices, the ADR on their own, and then it's added in post-production. They don't literally get 7 characters together in a room and they record their dialogue. It's not like a movie. It's a completely different beast. So it is what it is. Some characters will sound better than others. Some, as we've seen in the clips, quite clearly are not as good in voice acting as they are in actual acting. And that shows. And again, it's a different type of approach to it, so I'm just interested to see how this works. And also, there's one big thing everybody is ignoring about this. Since this is a multiverse show, just like Loki just showed us, there is infinite possibilities of different Lokis. This show takes place in a multiverse, meaning that recasting a voice just makes sense because it's in the multiverse. So you kind of have a storyline reason of how it works.